NASA has released the first images taken by the James Webb Space Telescope.
The pictures are unlike anything we've ever seen before.
NASA's newest space observatory allows researchers to see further into the cosmos than ever before.
The James Webb Telescope has just spotted something so massive, so terrifying, that it could rewrite everything we know about the universe. Scientists are calling it unprecedented, mysterious, and potentially dangerous. But here's the part that's sending shockwaves through the scientific community. We're not even sure if it's alive. The James Webb Telescope was never just another machine launched into orbit. It was built as humanity's ultimate window into the deep cosmos, a mirror polished not only to catch light, but to capture time itself. With its unmatched infrared vision, Webb can pierce through cosmic dust, unraveling the hidden structures of galaxies, and even glimpse light that has traveled for billions of years just to reach us. For the first time, humanity could truly stare back into the origins of the universe, as if opening a photo album of creation itself. Yet with such power comes an unspoken risk, because when you peer too far into the unknown, you don't always find comfort. You uncover things that make your heart race. And sometimes what you see refuses to fit into the neat categories of science. Astronomers have marveled at the breathtaking beauty Webb has delivered, but behind the celebrations lurks a quieter fear. What if beauty isn't all it finds? Because hidden within the darkness of space are secrets older, stranger, and far more menacing than anything we've imagined. This story doesn't begin with a distant, harmless galaxy. It begins with something far closer, darker, and disturbingly immediate. An object Webb was never supposed to see. It started with what should have been a routine scan, one of countless sweeps James Webb performs each night as it maps the silent canvas of the universe. But on this particular pass, deep in a sector thought to be empty, the telescope caught something that shouldn't have been there at all. At first glance, it was faint, just a distortion, a flicker in the data. Operators assumed it was a glitch, maybe stray interference or a sensor hiccup. Yet when the system recalibrated and ran the scan again, the object appeared once more, only this time clearer, sharper, impossible to ignore. What Webb captured was no ordinary anomaly. The object loomed against the darkness, vast and imposing, yet strangely defined, its edges glowing with an otherworldly hue that didn't resemble any natural reflection or starfield. Even stranger, it moved. Not like a drifting asteroid tumbling in silence, but with a slow, deliberate trajectory, as though pulled by something unseen, or perhaps guiding itself. Its surface looked fractured yet smooth, metallic yet organic, shifting under Webb's infrared gaze in ways that defied simple explanation. The more the telescope revealed, the more unsettling the picture became. Astronomers stared in disbelief as the data stabilized, confirming the impossible. What they saw didn't match any known star, planet, or black hole. When the first official reports reached NASA headquarters, the language was measured, almost rehearsed. Spokespeople described the anomaly as an unusual reading, assuring the public that investigations were underway. Their tone was calm, professional, the kind designed to steady nerves. But behind closed doors, the atmosphere was anything but steady. Leaked messages from research teams painted a far more urgent picture. Sleepless nights, hushed calls between international observatories, and data files marked with words like unclassified and unknown. Scientists who had dedicated their lives to cataloging stars now found themselves staring at monitors in disbelief, watching the same shape appear again and again in Webb's imagery. Some clung to the hope that it was an instrument error, while others whispered that they had never seen anything like it. Soon, labs across Europe, Asia, and South America were asked to cross-check the findings. The object reappeared each time, as if mocking attempts to explain it away. The rational explanations began to sound thin, even to those speaking them, their voices betraying cracks of unease. One researcher admitted privately, "We don't have a category for this." And as the confirmations poured in from around the world, the unsettling truth became impossible to deny. Every test, every recalibration, every cautious analysis ended the same way. It's real. Speculation erupted almost instantly as scientists and armchair astronomers alike scrambled to explain the unexplainable. The most grounded theories suggested it might be a rogue planet, One of those wandering worlds cast adrift from their home star, drifting endlessly through the void. Others proposed a collapsing star in its earliest stages, shrouded in dust and debris, creating the illusion of an object unlike any we'd catalogued before. A few even drew comparisons to Oumuamua, the mysterious interstellar visitor that once baffled researchers. But this time the scale was far more extreme. This object was larger, stranger, and disturbingly deliberate in its motion. But while some clung to natural explanations, others dared to voice darker possibilities. Could it be artificial? Observers noted that some of the signals radiating from the object displayed patterns, faint rhythms that didn't match the chaos of cosmic noise. To skeptics, it was coincidence, a trick of perception. Yet to others, it whispered of something constructed, something designed. The phrase alien megastructure began resurfacing across forums and whispered conversations, the kind of idea most scientists laugh off until the data refuses to let it go. As theories collided, science against speculation, reason against wonder, one fact united them all: the object didn't belong in any known category. And just when experts thought they had narrowed the possibilities, James Webb uncovered something even more shocking. Because what came next shattered every theory, silenced every debate, and changed the question entirely. Then came the revelation that turned unease into outright fear. Webb's instruments began logging not just movement, but movement with a disturbing consistency. The object wasn't drifting like an asteroid caught in a random orbit, nor tumbling like space debris spiraling through nothingness. It was moving with precision, tracing a path that seemed calculated, each adjustment too clean, too deliberate to be explained by natural forces alone. For scientists used to the predictable language of physics, it was like hearing a familiar song suddenly shift into an alien key, recognizable yet unnervingly wrong. As the data spread beyond NASA, the world took notice. Headlines screamed of a cosmic visitor and unidentified intruder, while news broadcasts looped eerie images of the shadowed structure against the stars. Social media exploded with speculation. Hashtags trended globally, theories multiplied, and fear spread faster than the light carrying Webb's images. Some dismissed it as hype, but others warned that humanity was watching the first signs of something approaching with intent. Behind closed doors, experts grew more cautious with their words, but one reluctant admission leaked through. If this trajectory continues, it may be headed toward our solar system. The phrase echoed across news cycles, igniting a frenzy that no official denial could calm. Because once the possibility was raised, it could not be unspoken. The narrative had shifted from distant mystery to imminent threat, and as more eyes turned skyward, the sobering realization crept in. The countdown had unofficially begun. If the object is natural, the implications alone are staggering. A wandering planet or massive interstellar body cutting across our path could disrupt gravitational balances, tugging at the delicate orbits of outer planets, even nudging asteroids into new and dangerous trajectories. Entire simulations are now being run in secret labs, quietly asking the question no one dares speak aloud: could Earth itself be in the line of fire? But if the object is artificial, the mystery deepens to something far more unnerving. Who, or what, built such a colossal structure, and why would it be moving closer with such eerie intent? A relic drifting without purpose is one thing. A machine navigating through the void is another entirely. The human response has been just as divided. Governments hold emergency sessions behind closed doors, sketching contingency plans that never make the news. Religious leaders frame the object as a sign, some calling it divine judgment, others a cosmic test. Meanwhile, scientists, normally the calm voices of reason, work around the clock, desperate for answers that don't come quickly enough. The mood across the world teeters between awe and dread, wonder and fear, as if humanity is holding its breath together. And yet, the Webb Telescope may have only scratched the surface of this mystery. The James Webb Telescope was built to unlock the secrets of our past, to peer into the earliest light of creation and reveal how galaxies, stars, and worlds were born. Yet, in its relentless gaze, Perhaps it has done something far more unsettling, shown us a glimpse of our future. Out there, beyond the comforting constellations, drifts a colossal silhouette, silent, unmoving to the naked eye, yet undeniably advancing through the void. It feels less like a discovery and more like an encounter, as though we've caught the attention of something vast and ancient that now knows we're watching. Imagine it. A structure larger than worlds, gliding in absolute silence, neither star nor planet, neither natural nor entirely artificial, simply present, as if waiting. The question no one can answer is chillingly simple. Is this an extraordinary wonder of nature, a cosmic traveler we happen to stumble across? Or is it something else, something designed with a purpose we cannot yet fathom? For now, humanity stands at the edge of knowledge and fear, suspended between awe and dread, staring into the abyss of possibility. And as that shadowed object drifts ever closer, one truth remains. The universe is no longer just something we study. It's something that may be studying us,